Ever felt like you're doing all the big things in a relationship, grand gestures, huge apologies, but something still feels off? Like trust is a fragile glass that can shatter, or a house built on sand. Maybe you're both putting in effort, but it's not quite clicking and you can't pinpoint why. It's frustrating, right? You want that deep, unbreakable bond, but it feels like there's some secret code you're missing. What if I told you that code isn't about huge, dramatic moments, but about the tiny, almost invisible threads you weave every single day? It's in the small, consistent actions that true, lasting trust is built. We often think of broken trust in big ways, infidelity or huge betrayals. But what about the small stuff? Forgetting to call back, being 5 minutes late consistently, saying, "I'll do it," and then not following through on a minor task. Each one feels tiny, but they add up. It's like an invisible scorecard, subtly chipping away at confidence. True trust begins when you honor your word, even on the smallest commitments. Show them you mean what you say every single time, and watch that foundation solidify. How many times have you been in a conversation, nodding along, but secretly planning your grocery list or your reply? Active listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about making the other person feel truly heard and understood. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and really absorb what they're saying, not just with your ears, but with your empathy. Ask clarifying questions, reflect their feelings. This isn't just politeness. It's a profound way to validate their experience and build a bridge of understanding. We often associate vulnerability with sharing deep secrets, but it also manifests in asking for small, everyday help. Can you grab that for me? Could you keep an eye on my drink? By allowing someone to assist you, even in minor ways, you're signaling trust. You're saying, "I rely on you." It creates a subtle but powerful bond, reinforcing interdependence and showing that you value their contribution, no matter how small. It's a quiet invitation to be part of your world, fostering deeper connection. Not every mistake requires a grand apology. Sometimes, it's a quick, sincere, "Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt," or "Sorry, I'm a minute late. Traffic was unexpected." These micro-apologies, delivered genuinely, show you're aware of your impact and willing to take responsibility for even the smallest slips. It prevents resentment from festering over minor annoyances and reinforces that you value their comfort and time. It's about owning your part, no matter how small, and keeping the emotional slate clean. We're quick to celebrate big achievements, but what about the everyday efforts? "Thanks for doing the dishes, that really helps." Or, "I appreciate you picking up my favorite snack." Acknowledging these small acts of service or kindness, even if they're part of a routine, validates the other person's contribution. It shows you don't take them for granted and you see their effort. This recognition fuels appreciation and strengthens the feeling of being a valued partner, reinforcing that they are seen and cherished. Life gets busy, but a quick, "How's your day going?" text or a brief phone call just to say "thinking of you" can make a world of difference. These aren't deep conversations. They're tiny touches that confirm you're still connected, still present in their thoughts. It assures them they're not forgotten. Even when apart, building a consistent thread of care and connection that reinforces their importance in your life. It's about maintaining a constant, gentle presence that says, "I value you." Trust isn't just about what you do. It's also about what you don't do. When someone sets a small boundary, "I'd rather not talk about that right now," or "Can we just have quiet time tonight?" Respecting it unconditionally is paramount. Don't push, don't cajole, don't guilt trip. Honoring even minor boundaries creates a safe space, showing them their needs and feelings are valid and will be respected, making them feel secure enough to be themselves and deepen their trust in your respect. In our hyper-connected world, true presence is a superpower. When your partner is talking, or you're sharing a meal, resisting the urge to check your phone, scroll, or multitask sends a powerful message. It says, "You are more important than anything on this screen right now." This undivided attention communicates value, respect, and love, fostering a deeper, more meaningful connection than 1,000 hurried conversations ever could. It's a small, powerful act of prioritizing them. Trust grows through shared vulnerability. You don't need to spill your deepest trauma instantly. Start small. Share a silly anecdote from your day you wouldn't tell just anyone, a quirky thought, or a minor worry. This act of revealing a small part of your inner world, even if seemingly insignificant, builds intimacy. It's an invitation for them to see more of you, and an unspoken request for them to do the same, deepening the bond of authenticity and mutual understanding. When something confusing or potentially hurtful happens, our first instinct can be to jump to negative conclusions. Instead, pause. Give your partner the benefit of the doubt. Assume good intent first. Maybe they didn't see my text, instead of, they're ignoring me. This small shift in perspective prevents unnecessary conflict and communicates that you trust their character, even when their actions are unclear. It fosters a foundation of grace, rather than immediate judgment, reinforcing their inherent trustworthiness. Remember that casual mention of their favorite coffee, a looming deadline at work, or a minor appointment. Following up on these small details later, how did that meeting go? Or, did you get your coffee? Shows you were listening and that what matters to them matters to you. It's not about perfect memory. It's about making an effort to recall and show you genuinely care about the everyday fabric of their life, reinforcing that they are important enough to remember and follow up on. Sometimes we feel pressured to have all the answers, but admitting I don't know or I'm not sure with integrity, rather than guessing or fabricating, builds immense trust. It shows humility and honesty, especially when faced with uncertainty. It communicates that you value truth over appearing infallible, creating a safe space where authenticity is celebrated and where they know they'll always get genuine responses from you. This small act of honesty strengthens the bedrock of your connection. So, you see, trust isn't a monumental achievement reserved for grand gestures. It's a living, breathing tapestry woven from countless tiny, almost imperceptible threads. It's in the quiet acts of showing up, listening deeply, honoring small promises, and extending grace. These aren't flashy, but they are foundational. They make someone feel seen, heard, and safe. Start today. Pick one small action from this video and commit to integrating it into your daily interactions. Watch how these consistent, deliberate gestures begin to transform your relationships, building bonds that are not just strong, but genuinely unbreakable. You have the power to create this one small action at a time. Go build that trust,